Hi guys, it's me again. It's time for another story. I just read one that made me very, very angry, so let's hope this one is a good one. Something funny, something weird we can kind of all get on board with. And this is a different one. I don't usually read a lot of Legbeard stories, mainly because I can hardly find any, but I did find this one. This is from Reddit user Drastic Cockroach. This is from the Neckbeard story subreddit. There's a word. I don't think either one of them are words, but either way, let's get into this one. Here we go. My best friend in middle school was a Legbeard. Hey all. Hello. I'd like to preface this by saying that everyone has made very cringy and regrettable decisions during their adolescent middle school years. Yeah. I was no different. I'm a much different person now, and I get an uncontrollable urge to bash my own head in when I think of the things that I did back then. Oh, you and me both. So please, try not to judge me too harshly. With all that out of the way, let us begin with a small introduction. Characters: myself, OP, or Pickle, a very emotionally vulnerable 11 to 12-year-old girl. At the time, I just found out that I had alopecia, autoimmune disease that makes your hair fall out. Oh, jeez. And my hair was really starting to fall out for the first time. I wore wigs, some of them are normal, but I also got it into my head to wear very brightly colored ones that only increased the amount of bullying I got. See, that's just not even fair. Like, you should be allowed to express yourself no matter what. This bullying only pushed me closer to the Legbeard. And the Legbeard in question. We'll call her She-Wolf. This girl was very pale, skinny, and lacked basic hygiene. Her dark hair always looked as though it had been doused in grease, and the strands even stuck together in clumps resembling deeply burnt french fries. Ew. She always wore the same kind of wolf t-shirt, skinny jeans, and the piece de resistance, cowboy boots. Anybody else remember the wolf girl in school? Did you guys have those? I absolutely had those. More than one. High school's a hell of a drug, kids. With the basic introduction done, on to the story of how I first met She-Wolf. It all began on the first day of 7th grade. I was scared, friendless, and longing to fit in anywhere, with pretty much anyone. The first part of the day was unremarkable until I had gym class. That, ladies and gents, is where I met She-Wolf. The gym teacher had us all line up in the locker room so we could be assigned gym lockers and combinations. I was waiting for my turn when I was approached from behind by She-Wolf. I smelled her before I saw her. It wasn't an overly pungent and disgusting odor, but just kind of smelled like someone who hadn't showered or used deodorant in about a week. She had noticed that I, in my infinite wisdom, had a sense of style back then. I was wearing cat ears atop my head. This conversation went something like this, paraphrasing here because, well, it was middle school. Hey, I like your cat ears. Oh, thanks, I like your shirt. Thanks, I wear it because I'm actually a wolf. I somehow knew this is where this was going to go, and that's why I really wanted to read this one. I was slightly taken back. Did she just say what I think she said? I should have just turned away from her right there and then, but as I mentioned before, I was desperate for friends and to fit in with anyone, so I just kind of ignored it. That's cool. Are you a Neko? Oh, a what? Neko, part human, part cat. Sure, I guess. That was enough for She-Wolf to decide that we would be best friends and she would take me under her wing. Quite literally, actually, as she believed her true form was a half-wolf girl with angel wings. Because we were in line next to each other, our lockers also ended up being next to each other for the entire year. Whoop-de-doo. I want to point out real quick, just real quick, to Drastic Cockroach, if you're listening to this, I legit have never seen someone actually write the word whoop-de-doo out until just now, and that's fucking amazing. Thank you. Wow, that is... I don't know why that amuses me so much, but it's wonderful. The first day of gym ended with the gym teacher pretty much just letting us do whatever we wanted around the gym until the end of class. The rest of the kids were playing basketball, kicking soccer balls, regular gym stuff. Excluded from them were a few others, myself and She-Wolf included. We sauntered off to the back of the gym, to this corner, away from the possibility of being smacked in the face by a stray ball, and we talked. And by talked, I mean that She-Wolf basically carried an entire conversation by herself with an occasional input from me. Yeah, there's actually a ghost in my house, and I talk to her sometimes. She doesn't really like me, though. Sometimes she gives me these scratches. She-Wolf very proudly shows off several scratches on her arms, all of which were clearly self-inflicted. She's probably just jealous that I have stronger spirit than she does. Oh, wow, they does look like they hurt. My old house was haunted, too, and my house isn't haunted, I summoned her. Oh, why'd you do that? Oh, I'm trying to strengthen my spirit so I can take my true form. Her name is Chakra. Oh, is it? And she's a she-wolf with wings and red eyes. Oh, God. She's the queen of the wolves. One day I'll be able to take her form and become the queen of the wolves like I was always meant to be. I'm trying not to scream. I was speechless, literally at a complete and total loss for any kind of earthly language that could in any way respond to what the fuck she had just told me. Welcome to the internet, honey! She could not be serious. She-Wolf must have noticed the very lost look on my face, because she, thankfully, by the grace of whatever gods had just witnessed this conversation we were having, moved on to a more normal subject. So what's your class schedule? I want to see if we have any classes together. Where's your locker? We could hang out together in the mornings for class start. Oh, I just handed over my schedule for her to look at. Here. I told her my locker number as she perused my class list, comparing it to her own. We didn't have any classes together other than gym, so we instead made plans to meet up at one another's locker in the morning. She-Wolf promised to introduce me to her friends, lucky me, and that's when the bell rang, signaling that class was over. We walked part of the way to our next class before finally parting ways. I was left to digest everything that had just happened, and spent most of the class deep in my own thoughts about the legendary She-Wolf, rightful queen of the wolves. And so ends my first encounter with She-Wolf. If you guys are interested and want to hear more stories about her, oh, there are plenty. To give you a small idea, she showed me her drawings of chakra and purposely self-harming in order to show off her cuts for attention. Wow! Doing unsavory things with her equally shitty boyfriend in the boys' bathroom, writing literal fanfictions about herself being chakra in high school, doing unsavory things once again with her boyfriend in the high school library, and my first and only sleepover at her house. Okay. I would love to hear more stories about this because I'm going to be completely honest with you. Again, if you're actually listening to this, I don't know if you are, but if you are listening to this drastic cockroach, Dude, you met an otherkin. Like legit old school furry otherkin too, that have their own personas, and everybody had fucking wings and magical eyes, and they were oh so anime uwu. Oh my god, were we in the same fucking school? Like, are we the same age? What the fuck, dude? Oh, I wanted something to make me feel better, and this 100% did it. Yeah, I'm aware of the fact that they were young. Okay, this is a long time ago, and they were young, and I'm not making fun of this girl for being like, you know, oh, that's how she still is. No, absolutely not. And in fact, thank you, very loud truck man. In fact, I would not be surprised if she completely grew out of this, doesn't care about this anymore. This was all in the past. Because, oh, honey, I know these people. I was in groups with them when I was that age. When I was a preteen and into my teenage years was around the time that I discovered what furries were and decided to start hanging out with all that kind of stuff online. You know what I'm saying? All the different roleplay groups and games that are like virtual chat rooms in which you can make your own furry avatar, and yes, they have wings. They do. I remember them. Oh no. Oh, you're giving me the fucking hardcore flashbacks. It was some next level cringe. I remember so many roleplay sessions where, like, alpha guys all around you would want to be the next alpha male wolf. Wolves are, I'm going to be completely honest with you, and I know that some of you who listen to this are furries and may be upset with me for saying this, but a lot of you will agree with me. A lot of, like, the guys or people, it's not necessarily just guys who play wolves, are, on very many occasions, just the fucking worst. They're just the fucking worst. It's always like the pack and our pack mentality. Bitch, nobody talks like that. Stop this. Even if you were straight Zootopia around the world and this was a thing and I myself am actually a magical unicorn, that's also just a statement, I am. But even if everybody was like that, nobody would fucking act like this. It's 2021, baby. We're all with the modern tech. And again, this was a long time ago, I know. But even then, I remember being around other wolf people because I gravitated towards them. Because again, I was a stupid teenager. And they would talk about how they have to be, like, super edgy and go, like, hunting. And I could only think, bro, I have a microwave. I'm not fucking, what are you talking about? Like, I live in a house. I'm not fucking going out into the woods looking for fucking squirrels. I'm gonna fucking eat Hot Pockets like the loser I am. Stop with this shit. Cease your fuckery immediately, sir. Oh my god. The story gave me so many flashbacks. I'm so happy. I hope you write more. Oh my god. I want to compare notes. I want to compare notes with you and know if we were in, like, the same groups, because they all tended to gravitate together. I kind of hope we were. I kind of think that would be magical. I hope you all enjoyed this story. I'm in a much better mood now. Thank you so much, by the way. If you did, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and if you would, please send stories to my subreddit at r/Moonhorse stories. They don't necessarily have to be Neckbeard or Legbeard stories, you guys. I know a lot of people do that, but there is something magical about the furry cringe that just makes me so happy. I'm gonna be honest with you, because holy shit, I remember those days. Fucking early 2000s internet's a hell of a drug. If you want to support this channel, and I hope you do, I have a merch store. I have a Ko-Fi. You can check those out. The links are in the description. My Ko-Fi is slowly becoming filled with unbelievably stupid things that I will do. But yeah, you should check it out. I love you all so very, very much. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.